Nana, Nana. Nana is the type of anime where you expect the worst. It's realistic enough that you can imagine all the worst possibilities in their lives that you can imagine in your own life, and you just want them to have a happy life. In fact, you want them to achieve their dreams, their goals.
Hachiko.
Doesn't have as many lofty goals as Nana. However, sometimes wanting to get married and have a happy family can be a lofty goal. Maybe not so much in Japanese society, but in many others, you'd be surprised. I find it interesting that I heard some people cried at the end of Nana, even though after finishing it, I heard plenty of people complained about how it's not accurate or didn't go in the right direction. But after finishing it, I can completely understand the people who cried at the end of it, at least in how I interpret it. Because my interpretation of it was that here's two fun, fairly confident women who tried to achieve their goal,
Hachiko.
tried to stay with Nana. Nana tried to become a great singer all on her own without help from her big shot boyfriend. But while they both kind of failed in their goal, it wasn't a total failure. There's a certain degree of acceptance one must accept as they grow older. That the easiest life is more than likely the happiest possibility. All the richest people in the world will talk about how being popular, being in these great positions in life are exciting, but they will also more than likely talk about how it limits what they may want to do. And that's not much different than a normal person in a normal family. There's many limitations when you have two kids, but at the same time, if you're with the one you love, isn't that what's most important to some extent? Achieving a goal is maybe not always worth it if you can be with the one you love. Which is to say, any random person that you connected with. Doesn't need to be somebody that you connected with for years upon years. It could just be somebody that you met for the first time and really admired them or just thought they were a kindred spirit. Everybody, sooner or later, just wants a kindred spirit. Somebody that they look up to be with them for the rest of their life. And the more you think and try to obtain your goal, the least likely you'll find that one person you actually would want to be with for the rest of your life. It just depends how much you had to change to achieve your goal. Some people might not like how they had to change, and now the person who might seemingly be very similar to them is the type of person they actually hate because they actually hate themselves. It's that type of situation that is actually a good proof for why not changing your whole life is far more desirable sometimes. The risk of change is almost never worth it. I'm not going to go more into Nana. It's more than likely more deep than I believe it is. And admittedly, I didn't read the manga. And I was very content, very happy with how the anime went. Nana, I believe at least, didn't retreat for a dream, but she did stay with the man she loved.
And Hachiko.
Didn't stay with the woman she loved, but she did achieve her dream of getting family. But it wasn't perfect, was it? The ending could have been more perfect. Or perhaps it could have been more tragic. But most people wouldn't like a tragic ending, would they? The point is that Nana is one of the most realistic anime ever made.